Hello, everybody. How's it going today? Oh man, we got a fun one today. Now, I wrestled on how I wanted to present this, and I want to be very clear up front. I love LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. I enjoy the game, and that is the purpose, really, of today's video is to kind of look at community feedback and what the community's saying, how they're feeling, and kind of just take a look at that. Oh my gosh. Start off my camera falling on me. Okay. Speaking of cameras, we got a face reveal from Dave Skers on his latest video. Here, let me check my picture. Make sure that's still good. Okay, I think we're good. Shrink myself back down there. Now, how are you guys doing today? Oh, a couple things else that I wanted to say. Happy Mother's Day. This weekend is Mother's Day weekend. I've got a... Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me get the music up. Let me know how the background music is. Let me know if it's too loud or too soft. So I need to have that in there. So, anyways. Oh, you watch and listen to this video? Yeah, that's, yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, Dave Skers. I'm jealous. Dude's got a nice, head of hair. Anyways, go check out his video. Anyways, so, alright, let's get into this. Display capture. And let's get rid of this picture here. There we go. Okay, so this is from Fortnite GG Islands. And I want to go into this a little bit. This is the numbers for today, 1 day numbers right here. And what we got? 29,000. All right, let's go back a week here. You can see that we peaked at about 60,000. That was the latest update that we got. But you can see the numbers, you know, we got, we doubled in numbers, right? We doubled in numbers. And then very quickly it comes back down. So we have so there's to me it seems like there's a large group of people, probably about 50% of the community, that's coming in for updates. And we're going to jump in and take a look at the bigger picture overall, kind of going into this. Then we're going to go into Reddit and we're going to read and look at this thread that LEGO Fortnite put up. And again, I was wrestling with how to present this and how to do this. And I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys are thinking. I want to hear what the community's thinking. And I want to hear, and I might throw, you know, I'm going to throw in what I think too along the way because I can't help myself. But, you know, there's a lot of, like, okay, so let me maybe explain how this video came about. Might help a little bit. So Haskins built a turret, and the video isn't out yet. It's going to be out probably in a couple days. He built one, and he's got a second one that he posted, and it's just like giant laser array. And I said, dude, like if they added lasers, like giant lasers into this last update where you were able to like shoot, you know, like a big power beam at flying planes or at brutes or at other enemies, you'd probably have the game back up to 1 million people overnight. You would have this like huge resurgent. People would be like, what? You got giant lasers? But it always feels like they introduce new things that aren't quite flushed out all the way. And we'll address that a little bit more, like even at the very beginning of when this game was released. You've got LEGO and you got Fortnite, two of the biggest companies out there, successful companies out there. And it just seems like an update or something comes out and it just doesn't work right. Swivels right now currently seem to be another issue. We keep going back and forth on those. And as a content creator, I get comments on my videos saying, oh, the swivel's broke, or this is junk, this doesn't work, you know? And it's made me hesitate building and do, like, I just put out this blast door tutorial, and I, already have people saying, like, oh man, I hope that stays together. And it's kind of a bummer. I mean, it's kind of a bummer. But let me pause, say hi to everyone real quick. Again, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Brian, Colby, Nutty Girl, Margie, Sir Lancelot, Opsman, Micro, Wookie, Jay, Joker. Hey, Joker, how you doing, my friend? Stone Corp. Did I say Sir Lancelot? I think I did. And then over on the purple, we got Dave Skurs, Mr. Pizza, Bram Ritter, and Welcome In. How are you guys doing? Honestly, that's just the nature of game development in general lately. Like, most of it releases it, maybe fix it after. ARC, Tipper, welcome in. Haskins, welcome in. How's it going? Sir Lancelot says, same, obviously the bugs and rubber banding are a pain. And a little bit better, I think, but not much. Stone Corp says, Lego could be a great game. I like to play it because I like to build robots and play with toys in this game, but nobody else. And I mean absolutely nobody from my yeah. So I ask my kids when they get home, does any of your friends talk about LEGO Fortnite at school? And they're like, no. And part of that is drowned out right now by Minecraft. So, that has seen a resurgence. And I even think Minecraft, the people that are at Minecraft have seen the things added into LEGO Fortnite, and they were like, let's put flying gas in the game. Let's give them, let's give people something to use to help build in survival world and stuff like that. This, the chart, they should fix bugs first, or the music. They should fix bugs first yeah, so let's go back. Let's do this. Let's look at this. This is 1 week numbers. And let's go to 1 month. And okay, so we have these peaks. You're going to see these peaks throughout the chart. Now, I'm going to show you guys the all-time chart. And let me also say a couple other things that I don't want to forget. Number one, if you are new here and you're watching, leave your comments. If you're watching this after, I get about twice the amount of views after the stream that I get during the stream. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. When we get to the Reddit, guys, jump over to the Reddit, add your thoughts into that mega thread over there. That's a good place for everyone to show up and have a conversation about the game. I believe right now that if I don't know who did it, but sometimes they have these conversations about saving the game, and people will be like, oh, I saved the game and blah blah blah. I honestly believe that we would probably have half the amount of players right now if the pressure plate and rocket piece turning thing hadn't been discovered by Mad Puck and General Ronimus. Now, somebody would have found it and figured it out, but I really think if you were to write a history book, that discovery by those two gentlemen probably kept numbers up. I mean, could you imagine playing this game not being able to turn pieces? I mean, Ty Hop Job, thank you so much for the sub. I do appreciate it. For 2 months. Thank you guys so much. That's so encouraging to me. Thank you. Serto, welcome in. Good morning. Mr. Black says, "Hi, hey Kaboom. To be honest, I think the size of the game map should be halved, complexity doubled. Yes, oh yeah, and a whole new game grid that allows proper 45-degree building. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, Mr. Black, I agree 100%, and you're gonna see that in a lot of these comments that we're reading today on Reddit. You'll see people talking about that. They'll be talking about map size. They'll be talking about complexity issues. So we're gonna get into that in a minute. But now, but I agree 100% with you, Mr. Black. Like, they should come out with a, personally, okay, this is one of those things I think is an easy fix. I believe tomorrow, maybe you give somebody a week. Go into your best programmer and go, you have 1 week to give me a super flat map that is a grasslands biome, or can be picked between the 3 biomes, or even maybe storm if you want that, you know, for the cosmetic look of it. Super flat, sandbox mode, and the map is a quarter of the map that we get now, maybe even smaller, maybe an eighth, and it's super flat, and your complexity is 2 to 3 times bigger than you have now, and give people like 10 of those worlds, okay? And then you would be able to go in and just imagine what Mr. Black would do with that. Just imagine that world that could be built in there, and it would really showcase the amazing builds and the beauty of this game. So that's I think what you need to remember is that this game is first and a building and secondary for most players. Just my opinion as a game. Yeah. That this is a game first and build. Well, okay. So Oscar, I would probably love to have a conversation with you from your perspective as a game developer, because you have a lot more wisdom and experience in that realm than I do. I'm just I just am playing the game. You know, so I just think there are things like that that are not that complicated of fixes, and things that are already been built and programmed that could just be moved over and utilized to help keep the game active and fun, and people building and people playing. And I also said the game, you know, so when the game first came out, I remember making a video on it, and everyone was saying that this was going to be the Minecraft killer. This thing was going to kill Minecraft, right? Let's take a look at this number here. I want to show you guys this. This blew my mind when I saw this number. Chat, how many people do you think? Well, actually, never mind. It's right there. Never mind. Can't ask that question. So 2 million, almost 2.5 million players on day 1, right there. Or day 3? Day 3 maybe? Right here. It's amazing. December 8th, 2023. 2.5 million players on this game. That just blows my mind. That just, like, everybody, this game, people wanted another choice than Minecraft. People love LEGO. People love Fortnite. And people were like, oh my gosh. And I still watch some videos about people who have left the game that were big content creators. And they came in and they'll say things like, oh, that's interesting. And they'll say things like, oh yeah, this game was just not. How's the music? Is the music too loud now? You know, the game wasn't optimized. Is it? Well, no, that's what Oscar said. The game wasn't completed. It was a very bare bones game. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna look at some of the updates here. The updates came pretty quick and fast. Some of the original ones, they were really adding a lot of really cool stuff, and then it really slowed down, and then we got some really big stuff added in, which was good. But if you look down here, I mean, I think, I mean, 225, it's 10%. That's only 10% of the everyone that, and now, granted, most games do this. A lot of people will show up and play the game, but to me, I just see that as like, oh, there was a large desire for this game. There was a large, there was a lot of people out there that were like, you know what, Minecraft is getting stale, it's getting old, there's not a lot of new stuff, there was a lot of Minecraft controversy. I was in the Minecraft community for a little bit, Minecraft Legends community, more deeply than the Minecraft community, but I dabbled in that, and I was really excited when I came over here, and so lockable swivels where you can click on a swivel and hit lock, build your thing, and then click unlock, and now you have everything on grid. I was building a leg for an AT-TAT with Mad Puck. He's building a thing. I wanted to try to come up with a leg for his build and mess with the swivels, and I spent an hour trying to get swivels to lock. I was so frustrated, I messaged Lego Moxie and was like, dude, what's going on? Are the swivels broke? What's going on here? So, yeah. Haskins says, I see it as a building game between content updates, endless things that build with short-term survival enjoyment. ARC Trooper, good morning. I just want to say that the bus stations are useless because you use a monorail system. That the bus stations are a whole nother conversation. I'm not even sure if I want to go down that rabbit trail, but bus stations killed a lot of vehicles. Vehicles are just for fun now. Really, honestly, anyway, so that's it's really at the point now the game is not playable. Me or no other person can even be in the world without our lagging and our bus stops kicking us out. Bernie Build says the largest potential for growth is if LEGO promoted the game and not just Epic. So Bernie, when they did the Klombo build, that was on LEGO's channel, right? I felt like LEGO was kind of trying to step in and do that a little bit, but I think that was kind of like, I felt like they were trying to do a crossover there with LEGO. All right, so let's get into this. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this chart and some of my thoughts, and then I wanted to show down here. Look at this. This day, estimated earnings between 12.5 million and 46.9 million. That was here. Let's go down to a peak. Can we go to a peak? Oh, no. This is... No. Okay. No, this is all. Okay. Or no. This is the last 30 days? Month? Maybe I'm not reading this right. But yeah, Lego's got 15% coming out of this. Now... Oh, did you guys not see that? I'm sorry. Maybe that's all. Maybe that's the history of the game, which is a good thing. It means the game should be making money, right? I think, right? All right, let's do this real quick. Throw up the screen. Throw up this. And then see if I can move this. Nope, that's not it. All right, so, oh, nope, that's not it either. Come on. Where are you at? Display capture. So the community was kind of upset after this last update. A lot of people... Black became such an issue that it's like we get locked out of our own worlds we built unless you want 2-bit style gameplay. Joker plays. Brick Trooper, welcome. How's it going? Llama says it has to be... Wait a minute. It has to be not fixable with the current structure and cross compatibility. Otherwise, they would have fixed it by now. Yeah. That's a good point. Thinking they could do what they do with Fortnite and creative. The servers are separate to save memory, so a dedicated area for building and survival. But as creative, they can be connected. If you do not know, UEFN servers are up when updates are happening. Oh, nice. Okay. Simply add would be clear glass pieces and colors. Good morning, Dave. Divine. Welcome in, Divine. How are you doing today? Check the chat over there. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Warning, this Reddit may not be family friendly. Oh, okay. I assumed that it was censored already by Reddit and LEGO mods. So, all right. So, the community had an issue, and that issue, a lot of feedback, a lot of thoughts, kind of looking at the game. Now, I will say another issue that I feel like the community has is the lack of communication. We don't know what's happening. We go months with no words. It's like LEGO Fortnite Twitter goes silent. The Reddits go silent. There's no updates. There's no posts. There's no little teasers. We're all waiting like that last week, as content creators, trying to see what's going to come out. When they did the release for the islands, they gave content creators packets of what was going to come up so we can make our videos and get our clip art ready so that when it did go live, and then we had a date where we were allowed to release everything. And there were some issues there. There were some mistakes, but everybody was working through it. And that's normal. That's just part of life. They're a bit slow, and some get very explicit sometimes. Oh, okay. So we're going to be looking at the ones that got upvoted the most by other people, because I wanted... hopefully that'll filter some of this out. But here's your warning now. May not be family friendly, and maybe things here that I personally wouldn't say. So that warning is out there now. So I guess, what is this now? A 13 plus stream? Hopefully it doesn't get R-rated. Now you got me nervous, Llama. Alright, so we've got... Oh, yeah, and again, I just want to say, this is about keeping the game alive and maybe making changes to the game. And I think they may be doing that with this rapid survival. I think the rapid survival is going to tell us a lot about the direction of this game. And keeping it fun, keeping the community. If I'm going to be 100% honest with you, directional building, probably 25%. 75% of why I probably still enjoy this game is the community, the Craftopia community, and my friends that I have there, hanging out with you guys, and that is a big part of this game. I enjoy the game, but if it wasn't for those other things, I'd probably be playing Minecraft or doing other games. But I really enjoy making content for this game. I really enjoy the community, but it's just, sometimes it's just frustrating. I guess maybe that's the way to put it. Queen's Darth, how's it going? Can you get the link to add comments to this page? Follow post. Is Llama causing you trouble? I can time him out. No, Llama's helping me. Llama's helping. How's the music? How's the background music? Is it too loud, too soft? Okay, so let's get into this. LEGO Fortnite released. Oh, and I'm gonna be... Oh, bye, guy. How's it going? I'm gonna be bringing in an AI robot to read some of the comments, just so I don't lose my voice. Because obviously there's a lot of talking in this stream. You're gonna walk here. Don't type. No, Llama. Don't let Queen's Door. All right, here we go. Let's get into this. All right, so this was in response to a lot of people being upset about basically Brick Life was getting all these updates. Odyssey was getting nothing, or not much at all, if anything. There was, you know, a lot of people who really liked Odyssey, and there's been a lot of issues. Build kits, bugs, lag, rubber bands, lack of communication, lack of updates, lack of, you know, of really any kind of knowing what's happening. Constant changes to toys. One day you got balloons doing one thing, and the next day they're doing something else. Balloon propulsion, you know, fishing, all these things, and it just kind of brewed up, I think. And LEGO Odyssey, or I guess Fortnite LEGO Fortnite, whatever the big brand is, I think they felt like they needed to get their finger on the community, the pulse of the community. And yeah, so this came out. So just jumped in. Kaboom is switching to Minecraft. I'm down. No, I did not say that. You don't hear any music? How about now? Is the music now too loud? Let's go down to there. Okay. LEGO Fortnite released almost 18 months ago, and since then we have seen it rebranding into LEGO Odyssey and the release of LEGO Brick Life. I don't understand why they did that. I don't get it. You know, this is what, back to communication. Be nice. Just be nice for someone to go, this is why we did this. Brick Life, I mean, made me nervous because it was like, why are you splitting up? The islands made me nervous. Like all the, like they just took all the resources and threw it in 4 different ways. So when the islands happened, I got nervous. I was like, what? Why are we getting islands? Like what's happening? And then Brick Life happened. That scared. I'm like, what is going on? Like, guys, you hear it now? Good. Okay, thank you. You guys hear it now? It's not too loud, right? Sometimes I go back and you think we'll get all that stuff in Brick Life? So I hope. I mean, I hope. I do hope. All right. A new update releases May 2nd, 2025, and while it brings content to both modes, there are many who feel that Odyssey has not received the attention it should. Use this thread to share your feedback on this and the general state of the game as a whole, including LEGO Odyssey, LEGO Brick Life, LEGO Creative, Build, Decorate Kits, Cosmetics, Bugs, Bug Fixes, Updates, and more. Please focus your feedback here, and remember that everyone is entitled to their opinion, and attacking one another is never tolerated, and we will not be attacking anybody. We are going to just be looking through these, and we got new ones pulled up. We're going to hit, I don't know, best? Is best the ones with the highest ups? All right, so here's 28 upvotes. Let's look here real quick. Top. All right, same post. Okay. All right, we're gonna try this out, and hopefully this works, guys. Let me know how the volume is. Oh no, Mr. Black, don't. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me go to read aloud.
Do more with it? More.
No.
LEGO Odyssey. There are a few things that have been constant thorns in the player's sides. There has been an awful lot of lag. There isn't anything you can do other than suffer through it. Since the Village Chest Edition, there has been multiple issues with choosing to disconnect the chests. 1. They don't disconnect at all. 2. They say they're disconnected, but you go to craft and it pulls from your disconnected chest rather than your inventory. In addition, the process of creating anything has gotten longer due to the split option being taken away. It's just tedious. There's not enough content. We have 4 biomes. Why can't we have more? If you don't want to add more biomes, can we have more objects within the biomes? If you don't want to add more objects within the biomes, can we do more with what we have? Thick wool has one singular purpose. And that's it. Why can't we do more with it? More so, we've had almost the exact same quests for months. Sure, they cycle out, but geez. VR gets story, weekly, secret, etc. Can we at least get monthly? No customization. Sure, we can build whatever we want and decorate it how we see fit, but only with a very slim choice of materials. We can't change the color of our decor. That yellow rug is all we have and we're going to like it. We can't change the color of our buildings either. This falls back to the not enough content. When you only have a small bit to choose from, it gets really old really fast. This game is fun and has a lot of potential. For the past few months, it's been a chore to play rather than a fun time. Please make it more interesting. You don't even have to add all the fancy bosses, weapons, and cutscenes like in VR. Just use what we have more. There's so many possibilities. 28.
Okay, so I thought that was a pretty good. Did you guys hear that all? Let me know, chat, if you guys could hear that. Hopefully, I just wasn't sitting here quietly for like 5 minutes, staring at you guys. Did you guys hear that? I know YouTube will take a minute to get caught up. That was good AI. I know, I love that AI. Was the volume okay? Okay. So, for me personally, you heard it. Okay, yeah. How was the volume? Wasn't too loud. So I just always get worried about blowing people's eardrums out. So I think this was a well written. I got 28, now 29. Yes, more objects in the game. I agree. Heavy wool. Yeah. They like even animals. Somebody posted that they got heavy wool from a cow. Like they keep messing with these things. Like the heavy wool, like you could no longer bring or build a Frostlands base to get heavy wool from the goats. It was like, what? Why are my sheep like this it's and it's been that way, like getting weird items from weird things. So some of the things that I thought of is like, give us a reason to build in the Frostlands. Make, animals have to be in their original biomes to produce more. Like it's a happiness thing because they have that happiness. So let's say you take one of the Frostland animals to the grasslands, it'll still produce, but it'll get sadder quicker because it's not in its home biome and stuff like that. Signed, all of us. LOL. Okay. Let's go. Let's keep moving. I want to keep going through these here. Let's see. Right here.
Reply. Share. More replies. Reddit rules privacy policy. I'm calling for more attention to be given to the LEGO Fortnite Odyssey mode. The community, including my own, is frustrated and disappointed. Since its release, Odyssey has barely received any real updates. There's so much potential, but none of it is being used. Once you reach the endgame, there's little motivation to keep playing. We need new content. Technical issues like lag, rubber banding, and connection problems are severely affecting the experience. While there have been minor fixes, the core problems remain. At the same time, paid build kits are being added to the shop, while the mode itself is being neglected. The priorities are clearly misplaced. Brick Life gets regular updates and attention, while Odyssey feels completely forgotten. That's not just unfortunate, it's a slap in the face to all players who love this mode. I run a German LEGO Fortnite community, and I'm not just speaking for myself, but for many players who are asking for real commitment. Regular content updates for Odyssey. Technical improvements focused on performance. Less monetization, more love for the game. Equal support for all game modes. We love LEGO Fortnite, but we also want Odyssey to get the attention, updates, and development it truly deserves. 23.
And let's make that 24. Okay, so I think, okay, so Joker said the lag is #1 issue in the game for sure. That needs full attention. Fix that and the game is totally awesome again. Austrian says, Candies says signed all of us, LOL. Paul Lenny says, you have got even lag when fighting the Storm King. That should be a no lag area. Paul and Lenny, 100%. Haskins stopped fighting the Storm King. I stopped fighting the Storm King. Lots of people I hear don't want to fight the Storm King by themselves because it's a lagged area. And that is the #1 place where you want your ability as a warrior to shine, and you want that boss fight to be hard because the boss is hard, not because the lag is hard. I mean, we were even making jokes that the Storm King's #1 attack is his lag attack when he calls down the meatballs and the whole game just like you're glitching into the island. 100%. I mean, they need to. That needs to be a separate area, and I thought because of the portal that would be a thing. Like that area would be kind of running on its own merit. But I don't know. I'm not a game developer. I haven't played in a week, and you stream and play every day. Lag attack. I fought Storm King at all because of lag. Yeah, John. Yeah, that's it's just sad because it's such a good fight. When that fight first came out, that was such a great fight. It was such a 100% bonus. And here's the other thing: where are the other runes? You know what I'm saying? Like they should have released. And there's some speculation that the dungeons were gonna be storm sick, and that's why you had that rune for storm purification. Is so it would be like a useful rune. It seems like this is all speculation. It seems like they said no, that's gonna be too hard. So they pulled it out for some reason. Maybe it was lag. I don't know. But they left that rune in, and it didn't make sense to me. And I'm assuming that they probably thought to themselves, well, we already put the work into getting the rune. Maybe someone will want to put that on their weapon when they're going into the storm area. But nobody uses that rune. I mean, I shouldn't say nobody. 99% of people don't use that rune. I like one person in here that's like, I love that rune. Don't you get rid of my favorite rune. Give me my runes. I love that rune. I put that rune on everything. It's on everything, I tell you. All right. All right. Let's check up on chat real quick. That Lego dude says was building this morning. Lag and rubber banding was bad. Gave up. We'll go back later. Yeah, the new piece. I've been putting on that new single piece, which oh my gosh, I'm just gonna throw this out here real quick. Basic parts for every kit should be floors of every size. And now that they added that 4x2, they need to back add into all the other kits. So we have all those pieces, all the floors, standard walls, the 16s, the 12s, the 8s, the 2s, half walls, full walls, standard in every kit. And then each kit could have unique pieces outside of that. You're gonna have unique roofs, which is fine, but if you're gonna give us 12s, 16, 12s, 8s, and 2s, give us those in all of the trim pieces, all the roof pieces. Like there needs to be I need to know that if I build something with this kit, I can go find. Like I built legs last night, and I was using those single pieces, and I'm like, if I just had a 4, if I just had a 6 solid piece in this new first order, it would make everything so much more bearable. Oh, Shadsfeld, welcome in. Paid build sets, complexity, technical problems, wrong focus on other LEGO modes, and mini games, so we get even less updates. Horrible communication, even about important issues. Schattenfeld pretty much summed up the first hour, or first 40 minutes of my stream. As always, Schattenfeld, yes, 100%, my friend, 100%. Now, here's a question for Schattenfeld. If you didn't have the ability to flip pieces and do the stuff that we can do with them, do you think would you still be interested? I mean, some of the amazing builds that you've done is that you look at a piece and you go, I wonder if I took that piece, flipped it upside down, turned it around, spun it a couple times, and stuck it up over here, and made this beautiful window that looks like it's a stained glass window in a church building. That looks amazing. Like, that, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Black Schattenfeld, two incredible builders in this game. Love getting their perspective on this stuff, too. Bernie Bill says, lag is a choice. They pay to increase server bandwidth, but we experience more lag when they choose to spin less. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. Like, I don't know. Hey, I got a new follow. Thank you so much. Tackles? Is it Tackles? Looks like a... Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Trying to get to that 300 over there on the purple. So, as far as monetization goes, I understand that feeling, but I also understand from a business perspective that they have to make money, right? So, the question is, and I don't have numbers in front of me, but if they gave me the numbers, I'd love to look at this. And my question would be, if we release build kits, which again, no one has communicated on why we don't have build kits every day. Like right now we got Mos Eisley, and then we had like 3 sets for like a couple days, and then they just disappeared. And OGO Studios, welcome in. Benji, welcome in. So why not, just a thought, you have LEGO variant skins, right? People love to buy skins. People will drop the same amount of money on a skin, an outfit that they'll drop on, and not blink an eye. But then when they go to buy the set or the pieces, they feel like they're being, it's a different feeling. Because I think what it is you see your potential to build, and you're almost feel forced into having to buy those pieces to be able to play the game to its full extent. Plus, on top of it, you don't know when they're coming back. Blue lights from Star Wars. You know, I'm checking the shop every day looking for those blue lights from Star Wars because I missed them, and I assumed that if I wanted them, they would rotate back in and I'd get them. That was silly of me. And I remember the community having kind of an outrage about the pieces. My thought is if you had more people who were playing the game, let's say you got the game up to 100,000 people, and you were able to give kits out at a lower price, maybe half of what they're doing right now. But those people that are playing the game, you're now getting them to buy more LEGO variants of skins that they don't feel like they're being forced into buying to play the game. And so now you're making profit off of selling more. Well, number one, you're making profit off of the game. You got more people playing. And then you've got them wanting the outfits to go along with the Star Wars theme or the Klombo theme or whatever the favorite skins that they have in the shop. Then that also would lead into more people playing the game. And I know they need to sell the kits, but I really liked the Oro's chest thing, where it was like, hey, get these parts by playing the game. Like having those quests in the game to unlock the parts is amazing to me personally. It's not the full set. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like the full sets is, so for me, I almost think they sell the big pre-built sets is a way to do it. That takes time, energy, right? someone's got to put them all together. Someone's got to package them. Someone's, at the place building the set itself. But honestly, who's building those in game? Chat, anyone? I mean, I've built a few, but I build those when I first get the set, and that's it. I'm done. It's, maybe have an option where you just sell the pieces. Like, here's all these pieces. Here's the set. Here's Mosai's set. And it just has all these singular pieces, that you can buy. And maybe you save the money on having someone put together those pre-builds. I don't know. I could be completely wrong on that. All build sets should be continuous rotation. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm assuming there's Bernie builds. No, Rooster, how's it going? Oh, Bernie, no. All right.
23. Reply. Share. Reddit rules privacy policy user agreement. Reddit
Let's get this here. There we go.
Brick life is cute for kids, and my youngest daughter loves it. I personally don't enjoy it much, but whenever she wants, I let her hop on and play that mode. However, I really enjoy LEGO Odyssey. I love the expert mode difficulty and enjoy building and playing it with my daughters. I would love for some PvP content that would be queuable from within our worlds as a nice little, hey, come LEGO PvP for a few minutes, then go back to your world kind of deal. That would be nice. More bosses and adventures, more fun things to build. Saving blueprints would be nice. I think Odyssey has a ton of real potential. Would love to fight a LEGO dragon, LOL. Have an in-game quest board to take random quests, like actual buildable placeable with a cute LEGO receptionist, not Fortnite quests. Would be nice to see more feedback from the devs on what their vision for the game is. The Storm boss is an amazing addition to the game, and I hope there is much more coming. Also, more in-game cinematic events would be really cool. My daughters and I were floored when the Star Wars event happened and the sky broke open and all the TIE fighters were fighting and seeing the big ship crash. One of my favorite moments in gaming, and I'm sure my kids will remember it too. 22.
That was probably the best cinematic scene that I've ever seen in a video game. That was amazing. That Star Wars, the sky breaking open, this invasion of the island. It was the invasion of our world. That was so incredibly well done. And I don't even know how to put it. It's like amazing leaps forward into a metal bar that catches you in the mouth and puts you back puts you backwards on the ground. And the metal bar doesn't need to be there, It's like just communication on what's happening, what's going on, and stuff like that. Never welcome in! Haskins, I agree. Yeah. Dude, I was so ready for that map, that event. I remember streaming with Haskins and Void that day, and that was such a fun stream. I mean, I got caught up in storage, but that was fun for me. I had all these new items. I had to figure out how we were going to store them. We had the new village, the new Star Wars totem. We had these customized Star Wars POI that had to be upgraded differently than everything else. And I really wish there had been a reward, like upgrade your first Star Wars village and unlock this set of pieces in the game. And then, like in the same for the Nana village, not the Nana. Let it whip. everybody. Oh my gosh. Danny Bob put that in there in one of my comments. She's hilarious. Love her content. Anyways, so Mad Puck says I still wouldn't be building if I can't read. Yeah, I know. I think that is, like I said, Mad Puck and General Ronimus literally saved the game in the history books. Write that down. Legion, how's it going? Honestly, it's whoever coded that piece who somehow it slipped through. I don't know. But if they remove that from the game, there needs to be a huge added into it. Like, we're giving you snot blocks. We're removing the directional building, but we're giving you snot blocks to be able to take the place of that. If those two things aren't together on release, you might, I mean, it's, I gotta watch myself. I have old references to old movies that I want to quote right now. But I'm not gonna do it because it's, anyways. So, like, those events are amazing. And, you know, somebody, I actually, when I was watching the clip, the Star Wars intro in the last video, that was all the same footage from the year before. There was no new Star Wars stuff in there. Lady, welcome in. Mr. Pizza, did I say hi? TGMS, welcome in. And Souls, aka Richie, welcome in. So, you know, fighting a real Lego dragon, having quests in the game to, you know, I think we'd even talked about, you know, having like level 10 of a village being a storm horn. So you're always going back every 24 hours to get that last level. The upgrades mean something to your villagers. You know, the higher the village, the higher the level of the village, the happier your villagers are. I mean, I remember watching that cutscene for this, and what really made me, the very first one where you got all the villagers working around and you got this guy who builds this Lincoln log cabin, lookout tower, and you're like, oh, wow! And the village looks so alive. There was so much happening, and I was like, oh, that is so cool. And so, you know, that was one of the reasons why I even played the game in the first place. Checkmate, did you see the leaks? I have not, and I don't normally look at those. Unfortunately, TGA gives that Star Wars. I mean, it felt that way to me a little bit. I was like, what? Why? Huh? Are you serious? Nothing? Nothing at all. I mean, you couldn't have coded a purple lightsaber and thrown that in the mix? I mean, it's not huge things. It's little things that are just, that would be amazing change. New colors of lightsabers would have been awesome. But maybe they're saving that for another update. I don't know. They don't really, I mean, again, back to the communication issue. Queensor said, I don't know how they'd remove the directional building we're doing without recoding a massive amount. Okay, that's good to know. Paul and Lenny says they do in BR competitive gameplay. Why not put some official competitions for LEGO into the game? Once a month, build something amazing in a community project and present it. You know, so that is actually... That's actually a, Valena, how's it going? Welcome in. Shazville said they did with the no alignment error without any communication. Yeah, wasn't that building on the platforms? Like we were building angles on top of pieces, and then they just took that from us. I don't think they can remove directional building that easy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm not a coder and I don't know anything about that. So, but yeah, like once a month. So they, again, this is where I think being two huge companies has shown itself to be an issue. And I addressed this a little bit about when we had these huge community build projects. And it's almost like LEGO Fortnite said, I don't want to deal with it anymore. And so they sponsored a new build off through Kaz, which is awesome. If you guys don't know about it, go check out Kaz's build competition right now. I don't know if we can put links to that or not, but he has that going on. It's sponsored by LEGO. I know I've seen some builds over in our Discord, and I honestly think they said, because people got so upset about how they handled it, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Brave Builds stopped judging builds and does a random giveaway, and I don't know if that's still true or not, but I in one of his streams I was watching, he said that. He may have changed it, I don't know. We did a Halloween build. We got all kinds of blowback from that build giveaway. LEGO, the LEGO group did a contest and got blowback from everybody, and their video came out. It was like that whole Halloween thing was really weird. Like when it was like they released a Halloween update in Christmas, and so we were all expecting Christmas themed build packages, and we were getting Halloween. We're doing scary Halloween stuff, and so we basically turned it into the Nightmare Before Christmas, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, that was the theme of the build kits too, but it was just confusing about how all that went down. But they, I think they just didn't want to deal with it. I don't think they want to deal with it. They had a video come up, and they they got it. I just don't think they wanted to deal with it. They did do, this was really cool, which I don't understand why they're not doing this for more content creators, is highlighting builds like they did. They had a video, and they had all these builds from people in the community being highlighted, and they were amazing builds. And that gets people stoked and excited. And when LEGO's putting your stuff out there, or LEGO Fortnite or LEGO whoever, man, I'll tell you what, if I get LEGO Fortnite never likes any of my stuff, but LEGO will, and I get stoked. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh! I feel like a little kid in a candy shop. I'm like, I'm screenshotting it, sending it to the crew. Guys! LEGO liked it. LEGO liked my build. But that's how people are. I mean, people want that. Yeah, it wasn't a competition. It was a show. Well, I feel like the competition with theirs was getting into their video, because they said that they were going to make a highlight video, and people were like, "Hey, where's that highlight video at that you guys promised us?" And then it was like, what, 2 months later? Even those highlight reels showed each build for a millisecond. Yeah, they could have stretched it out. Yeah, 100%. It's like people spent hours making these amazing builds, and then it's like, oh, here's your like 0.2 second. Here's 2 seconds of your build, and we sped it up by 100%. So now you get a glimpse. We're a glimpse showcasing these suckers off, and they could be putting them on Twitter every day for $0. I mean, somebody's running that site over there, right? I mean, somebody is getting paid to run that site. I mean, we do it on ours. I mean, Neva's like, go through the build show-offs, pick one that's cool, and throw it up there. And, we're all doing it for the love of the game. They're, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to keep the game out and signal boost everything and keep it going. And it doesn't have to be like mind-blowing. It could just be something cool that's just built, and be like, hey, check out what this builder here built with this. You would increase posting over on their Discord page, stuff like that. But you can even do a community thing where you put it in on Reddit, and then you have people vote, and then the top one gets showcased. You can do stuff like that where the community gets the vote. We actually did that with some of our builds, some of our competitions was we let the community vote. We did have a really fun Christmas one that actually went really well. That was sponsored by Opsman, and that was a lot of fun. And but I mean, let's just be honest. If LEGO Fortnite was doing it, and you had their audience, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You've got. I mean, I don't know. Let's check chat. I'm kind of ranting. Let me go over here. Pid Duck, Side Duck. Okay, sorry. Took me a minute to put Side Duck instead of they're hiring BR players to have a try. Yeah, I don't understand that. I do understand, but it's not gonna bring anyone into the game. I mean, everyone. That's just my thought. I would love to see those numbers. I would love to see those numbers. I don't know. Yeah, they would need. They did this mass thing. They're sending out a bunch of stuff to BR players, BR streamers, and their hope is that somebody watching that BR player sees the game and goes, "Oh, that's so fun." Well, even if you have that and they come over to the game and play it, if they're rubber banding and lagging and they're not invested and they don't see everything that they can do, they're out. They're gone. Bye. See you later. Later, Gator. I mean, so your longevity, your player retention rate, all that stuff is affected. Even if you got every single person, like back to that 2 million, that 2.5 million people, if you got them all to jump into the game right now, today, and spend a day playing the game, would they stay? Would they stay? How many of them would hit the lag and go, "Nope, I'm out, bye"? How many, would play until they fought the Storm King, which can be done in a couple hours? I think Llama Rage did it in under 2. I have to go look at the speed run. Send the money to fix the game for bringing people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. So it's like, why? Why? My Mick Esther build was showcased as well for 0.9 seconds. I spent a week making it, and that was amazing build, Neva. Actually, less than 2 seconds. Yes, it was in that short for literally 2 seconds. Yeah, Queen's North. I mean, oh my gosh. So, again, it's taking these things. Oh, you didn't speedrun it? I think Spixie has. Yeah, I have to go look at the speedrun. I reached out to the speedrun community and was talking with them about Storm King runs because the board over there wasn't being updated because there wasn't a lot of activity, and it was taking a minute to get stuff updated. And so I wanted to either offer to send some people over to help run the board and then try to recruit some people to do that, or maybe even do it myself. And because you need to verify the runs and stuff like that, which is where the real time is involved in speedrun verification. And then I wanted to push speedruns, but with the lag and the issues with the Storm King, it just became impossible. And then the Storm King battle went from being like really hard and difficult to easy to impossible, and then it's just like all the variants. And the thing that I don't know if they understand this, and I only understand this because I did speedrun. I hold some speedruns records for Minecraft Legends, and every second counts. So if you make if you go in as a dev and you got destruction, and you say, all right, we're gonna reduce destruction from a 25% chance to activate to a 10% chance to activate, you have just redone every speed run that's out there. And even if you went the other direction, you've just invalidated every single speed run that's been done. And that's one of the things for us as players can be frustrating because you don't know what you're gonna get the day you log in. But well, I wouldn't say that. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's a bad. I think they're a very profitable company. Um, I again, this is I'm not throwing shade. What I think is the issue is you have two very good companies, two very large, successful companies, and this is such a sliver of both of their overall thing that the question is how important is that sliver overall? And I think as a community, we love the game and we want it to be important, which is why I'm doing a whole live stream on this. You know, my goal of this live stream is maybe to help make things better. It's not just to whine and complain, but it's to hear about what the community believes. To hear from you guys, and you know, and then hopefully make the game better. You know. That's my goal. All right, so did I finish my thought before I move on? Oh yeah, no, you destroy every speedrun. Any variable that's changed in the game destroys speedruns. Nobody does speedruns. There's a big speedrun community out there, and no one will do speedruns if you're like if one day you're doing it and destruction's at 25, next day it's at 10, the next day it's at 15, the next day it doesn't work at all, the next day everything gets destroyed. That's why a lot of games put versions, is so that when you go to a speedrun thing, you see the version and then you see the name and the version, and you're like, oh, version 1.3. Well, I know in this version that this was changed, so now all speedruns based off of that version. Anyways, I don't mean to get into all the speedrunning stuff, but there's a large community, and I think there is some overlap, because there have been some things that we were going to do that I was going to do that I wasn't able to do because of all of the changes from day to day. Zeddy Knight, welcome in. Epic Games owns Fortnite, Rocket League, and Fall Guys. What Lego is not life for everyone? Well, how's it going? Nope, I don't. Okay. I think I'm caught up. All right. Let's continue.
22.
No.
Reply. Share. Reddit rules privacy policy. You are wasting your time and resources by adding things like new food and new fish to Brick Life and not Odyssey. The players have made it crystal clear that Odyssey is the superior mode and should be treated by you as such. There are plenty of ways to add new content that doesn't involve big updates. New food, new fish, new workstations, new animals, new enemies, and all the new possible interactions with existing items make the potential for Odyssey limitless, with very little effort. Give us small updates at least once a month and a big update every few months, and watch Odyssey become even more popular. Keep the community informed and continue to seek our input and act on it. Put a qualified team on fixing bugs and roll out fixes every update. Push more content in the shop and don't limit it to only items that can be used in Brick Life. Show us you care if you want us to continue to care. Odyssey is Epic's most popular mode outside of the Battle Royale modes, and it should be treated as such. It also has the most potential growth of any mode, and you should put the most talented people you have in charge of it. The players are willing and ready, but this mode will only go as far as you are willing to take it. 20. Reply. Share.
Okay. Wow. Oh man. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, I think they're 100% right, and I think it's just repeating everything. I mean, again, having I mean, I'm trying to be kind to Brick Life. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I enjoyed jumping in there doing the lightsaber battle, but micromanaging cooking and stuff like that, it's just not the game. That's just not the game that I wanted. It's just not the game that I'm jumping in to play. And as far as potential goes, 1,000 times. I mean, the potential for Odyssey, I believe, honestly, if done right, Odyssey could be a bigger game, or as big of a game as BR. if not the size, are, you know, bigger than, are as big as Minecraft. I mean, the game, the game looks incredible. It is a beautiful game, and has so much potential, which I think this comment here really sums it up well. Let me read here. Queen's North talking about other things they own. Mr. Omix, welcome in. Now these new first order pieces, do you make the Star Destroyer? Matt Puck talked a little bit about that today. I don't think I'm going to build a Star Destroyer. That's more of a Matt Puck thing. So it's not easy for them to add items in Odyssey if you consider balancing. Yeah, and I feel like they just kind of balanced out the whole progression of the game, which I've already probably talked about that in other streams. But I enjoyed the progress from grasslands to biome to desert biome to frostlands. It slowed the game down and made you progress. I know people hate my take on this, but I love that you had to upgrade every workbench. I enjoyed it. I want my colors back. I want the workbenches back. I want, you know, I want that. I want to see that workbench upgrade to the different levels, or at least give us the workbenches in our as items, like items to put down, optional. You know, like here's your 3 skins that you can put down workbench wise. Okay. It's just a constant loop of tasks they're in. It's not easy just to fix what community needs. Bricklight has a closed system and can easily be updated without affecting other parts of the game. TIE Fighter, again, General Ronimus and the Mad Puck both have incredible TIE Fighters. Highly recommend. A lot of comments on this Reddit thread are the same. You could read 10 comments and would sum up everything we want in the game. I agree, the old progression system. Is this the mega thread? Yes, this is. Bring back the old sword models too. Oh, interesting. Odyssey should be competing with Minecraft. It has potential. 1,000% agree with you. And okay, let's just keep going.
Play Odyssey as my primary game. I enjoy building, killing all the monsters, and clearing the dungeons. Areas that need improvement. Lag. Rubber banding while flying vehicles. More communication from the devs. Example, other games I've played will do a state of the game / road ahead every quarter or monthly and share their vision for the planned updates in the months ahead. More build kits to buy. I'm an adult with money to spend and no LEGO bundles to buy. A visible clock for time of day and timers or indicators for when the storm dungeons are refreshed after clearing.
I thought when they put that new graphic on, I was so excited over the storm dungeons. I thought that after you defeated a dungeon, the purple storm, when it disappeared, would clear off of your map so that you could see what dungeons had been cleared and what hadn't been cleared. I was so confused. I was ready to make that video. I was so excited. I cleared the dungeon. It cleared. I hit record. I looked at my map, and it was still there. I was like, what? What's going on? What? Ah! No! You missed an opportunity! This would have been so good. And a clock? So Matt Puck said that if you sleep in a bed, you lose half your day. And that's why the day cycles seem so short. So instead of waking up at like 7 in the morning, you're waking up at noon. So you've already lost like 5 hours of your day. A clock would be very nice. A sundial. A sundial. You know, I saw a sundial. Someone built a sundial. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I should come up with a sundial build. But it would be nice if we could know, like, that whole rotation. Another thing that would be nice is if you had a sandbox mode to turn storms off, to turn rain off, to clear your whole inventory, and to set it to noon. Like, so you're in sandbox mode. You know, you don't need the storms hitting you. I was literally trying to film a shot, and I got hit like 6 times by bolts of lightning while I'm trying to get a screenshot. And then it was raining. I literally waited a half an hour to get a screenshot for my thumbnail. And it's like, come on, let's make this easier on people. And I don't know how hard that would be, but I mean, in Minecraft, it's backslash, set time noon. For Lego, could you just have a no storm setting? Just make them clickable in sandbox mode? I don't know. That'd be nice. It'd be nice. Kathy, welcome in. How are you doing? I need to start posting my suggestions in the mega thread. Yeah, Neva. Rooster said it could contend against with all the new gaming coming out. I've been looking and nothing grabbed me like this game. Hope for the future. Yeah. When they quit okay, here. Sorry. Polite Corky, welcome in. How are you doing? When they quit like a grill or something for cooking, they can make it where we can cook on it. I mean, give us different options so we can put in the house the ability to cook. Yeah. Foods could be available in season. Yeah, I mean, there's just the plots. How many people, or at least maybe I'm the only one, I don't know, but how many people thought that when we got those custom plots that the food in that biome would grow faster in those plots? And who knows, it might have happened, but I know when we first tested it, it didn't. The rain at the shore is ridiculous now. In the game I play, we can share time and do even up to 2 days later. Set. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see here. Can I find, and so it seems to me, and the Queen's Norse point about summing all this up, it does feel like there's like 3 major, maybe 4 major things that the community would love to see improved. And maybe this video will help encourage people listening to take a look and really make these kind of the focus. And one of those things is communication. So if they do say, okay, we're gonna make these things the focus, we're gonna tell you guys about it. We're gonna let you know. It's not gonna be a mystery. It's not gonna be a 6-month mystery, and then all of a sudden we get a recycler, and nothing else, nothing else comes out. It's like, well, what? Huh? I mean, who else was excited when they heard that they had hired 200 new programmers? And then found out that it was for Brick Life. It was like, what? What?
Clearing. More points of interest. An NPC that gives quests or a bounty board. His is great LFN. We all love LEGO, whether from childhood nostalgia or current LEGO enthusiasts, but there's something so special about this collaboration. Fortnite's storyline and the lore is special to the Fortnite community, and the same for LEGO bricks to the LEGO community. Here's my thoughts face within Overmouth. Survival is the main character. Change the name back, or name it by season similar to BR. It currently feels like another game mode on Fortnite, and has lost its main character aura in the Elfen ecosystem, e.g. Mechanical Mayhem, SW, Lost Isles, Odyssey, ECT. Please fix the known bugs. There's bugs you've not managed since March 2024. Elfen needs a storyline/lore along with updates. SW and SK updates did this really well. BR style regular updates, create updates alongside BR. This creates a sense of inclusion around the Fortnite and Elfen communities. And no more filler LEGO passes have direction, lore, and reason for whatever's in the past. Increased complexity. This is a building game, and being constrained by a build limits forces you to abandon projects. More freedom. TO angle build. We have to glitch the game to build creatively, maybe a hold button to change angles. Shop. Why is there no rotation in the item shop for LEGO Fortnite? Be ahead on marketing campaigns and new content. Currently, the social media team seems very slow. Build hype rather than frustration. Communication.
100%. 100%. Build hype, not frustration. Hello. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. The Reddit was a mess after the update with complaints, and I think they had this thread to try to clean up the main part of Reddit. These same comments have cluttered the Reddit for over a year. Of course, there's no reply for them on any of this. Yeah, I mean, this is why we're doing it, you know? I mean, could this backfire on me and I totally get blacklisted from any future events? It's a possibility. I mean, I'm trying to do this as professional as possible. Because of my love for the game. That's what motivates. That's what my love for the game, my love for this community, and my desire to see this successful. So that's what's driving me to do this. If you guys enjoy that kind of content, help me, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. If you don't like this, hit the dislike button. Please let me know. If you just don't like me, don't hit the dislike button. Okay, don't hit that. No. But it lets me know how you guys feel about this kind of stuff. And I've been holding off. I've honestly been holding off on this. And I think. Thank you, Llama. Yeah, you're reading their Reddit, and their intentions have always been very clear. And your intentions have always been clear. Heart, you obviously love this game. Yeah. I would be sad and disappointed if you got blacklisted for representing community. No. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know. That's part of the. It's the issue with these kind of videos. So hopefully they see that. Hopefully the community sees it, but yeah, I mean, I'm yeah, obviously that there. I'm gonna be as professional as I can, and yeah, that's I didn't clickbait the video. I didn't clickbait. Like the clickbait for the video would have been like a big rip and a gravestone and like Fortnite Lego's dead, and then. I don't want to do that. That's not, I don't want, that's not my goal. My goal is I don't want this game, I want this game to succeed. And there's just so many little things. There's just so many little things, like from communication to posting and stuff like that. Maybe, so let's just throw this out there. The casting, let's say that's a step in the right direction. Sponsoring communities to put on build events. Huge W in my book. So thank you for doing that. Perfect. But where is LEGO Fortnite on Twitter putting that out? Saying Kaz is hosting this build competition. Go join their Discord. I mean, is it? Did I miss it? I could have missed it. But like, where are they at pushing out that on their platforms? Where's the signal amp for that event? And I think Kaz is a great guy to run that event. He hopefully everything goes great. And, I don't know if any of our people are involved at all, but I know our community is so incredibly awesome that if they found that they needed help with mods and stuff, it's like, I know I could just think right now, 4 or 5 people are off the top of my head who would be like, oh yeah, we'd be more than happy to help. So, that's one of the things I love about this community. Our, Craftopia community it's not like a, how did Mad Puck say it? We're looking to support the game creators and content makers. And we have a really cool build show-off page that you should join and go check out. Okay, so we're just going to say that. We're going to leave that there. Dog Mama, welcome in. Same as when they did that build contest. They made a 30-second compilation of some build. Yeah, I'm with you, Kaboom. Oh, thank you, Rooster. I do appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and finish this.
Communication. The community don't hear from LFN for months on end, then post irrelevant content that's off topic. This creates frustration. Show US commitment to this mode. A statement or two from Epic Games about server investment throughout the year might keep players content. Return focus to survival mode. Brick life is fun for kids. A lot of the LFN community want maturity and creativity in their gameplay. More IRL sets in game and IRL basic colored LEGO bricks. This would help with building terrain or custom builds and would bring over more IRL LEGO builders.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. This might be my favorite post so far on Reddit. Whoever did this, who did this? Let me give them a shout out. Just make sure. And Brian, oh, I know Brian. Guys, go follow Brian on Twitter. And I don't know if he's in our Discord or not. Yeah, he does a lot of good posts. This is beautifully written, Brian. And may be one of the best posts so far. All right, so I wish I had links to their channels. If we can find a link to their channel, throw that up. Throw that up in the chat so we can get people over there. Well done. So yes, you have IRL, real IRL builders, which is what confused me when the game came out. I was like, where are the normal Lego blocks at? You know, Lego is okay. Let me grab this guy right here. Okay, this here. Guys, can you guys see my flowers? Can you guys see my flowers? Okay, my flowers. I got these from Lego as a gift. I got this from Lego. Fortnite as a gift. I love these things. I would never take these apart. My son built this for me. He had so much fun building this. And there are people who will take this, or these flowers, they'll take this apart and they'll build a TIE fighter out of it. And then they'll take that apart and they'll build a speeder out of it. They'll take this apart and they'll build a boat out of it. And that is the key. That is the Lego thing right there. Your imagination is the only thing that's stopping you from doing amazing builds. And the imagination of some of the incredible builders that I get to play this game, that I have the privilege of playing this game with, and the stuff that they build with the pieces that they've been given. If you want to get the IRL community of Lego over here, you've got to put these pieces into the game, and you've got to allow them to be able to follow along, either in their instructions or just in their imaginations, you know, of parts like this, you know. And I don't know if that's even possible, but you would have such a huge IRL community, because they come in and they look at the pieces and they're like, where's my bricks? Where are my bricks at? All right. I still have more bills. Ninjago. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Ninjago. I don't know. Thank you, Queen's North. Adult fans of Lego tend to not be interested in Fortnite label. You know, the thing is that oh, thank you, Queen's North. Yeah, if you guys can't use Kaboom 2084, it helps me out. I need the instructions for the vehicle that you can buy for Battle Royale so you can have it in Lego. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many possibilities. Mason, thank you for the follow over on the purple. I do appreciate it. If you can get his link. Yeah, we'll have to try to get his links. I'll try to find it and put it in the YouTube video. Or at least his Twitter. I'll find some way to get you in contact with him. So I watched MadPuck build the Serenity out of floor pieces. I've watched amazing TIE fighters be built out of floor pieces. If you're gonna get the IRL Lego people over, you're gonna have to give them options. You're gonna have to give them the standard bricks, the standard the things they're familiar with building within the game. So, anyways, but maybe that's not possible, and that's the only other issue is I don't know we just don't know. That's the other thing. Like, is it possible? I don't know. I'd be nice to know if we could know. I know you can't build big cities as in New York and Lagos. No, it has a space limit. Can I friend you on Fortnite? Oh, ARC. I'm so. You can send me a friend request, but I'll accept it. Just don't send any like, please join my party. I'm super swamped right now with. Oh, good. Rooster found it. Yes. Thank you, Rooster. Let me copy this. Copy link. I'm gonna try to post this over here. I don't know. Oh, looked like it worked. There you go. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Rooster. I need to add that into the thing. All right, let's keep moving.
Builders. Better loot pool. Why are you gatekeeping creative weapons and items? Survival should have everything. UFen is gatekeeping some really nice builds and decor. Why? Blueprint saving. Downloadable community prefabs might be a stretch, but being able to save your custom builds would be great.
Yeah, and we talked about this. Again, Madpuck, a great example. Haskins, great example. My blaster doors that I built are good examples. Queen's North Library, Rooster's Dragons, Schattensfeld's Mansion, his new church. I'm going to leave somebody out. G Legos, pixel art. I'm just Neva's carousel with the floating horses. Though I don't know if that would translate into the thing though, but it's an awesome build. And I know I'm leaving somebody out, so I apologize. I'm just rattling off these ideals of you go into a shop, you pay a set amount of V-Bucks, the creator gets a cut. It's Minecraft has this thing with skins and stuff that you can put in there, and you can go and purchase a custom skin from somebody who's designed it. And if you had something like this, imagine Madpuck's X-Wing build in a blueprint form. And imagine if you paid 100, 200 V-Bucks, I'm sure there'd be some set price for an upload, and you could actually download that and buy it from the shop, and then you go in your world, you go to your blueprints, you click on the Madpuck X-Wing, and then it's part. And then bam, you got this beautiful X-Wing in your world. And his video is like, hey, check this X-Wing out. Or, hey, check this, whatever. Check this castle out. Check this church out. Check this, blah, blah, blah. Go download your schematic now. I mean, that would be so cool. I mean, maybe it would have to be built in a different thing. Like, not in the world, but like in a special, like, box that gives you parameters. And then the game then records the steps and then turns it into that blueprint that we get for the pre-builds. I don't know. Maybe that, I don't know. But that would be fun. It would financially support the community. It would financially support the game. And, I mean, honestly, it would make tutorials so much easier to say, hey, go download this schematic, and here it is. And then you do like a 1-minute video of showcasing the build, and then there's a link to the schematic over on LEGO Fortnite that you can build it. I don't know, maybe that's impossible, but that would be awesome.
Biome progression. This used to be the best part of exploring.
100%.
New enemies and bosses. You have a crazy amount of Fortnite lore to pull from for new enemies. Cross-mode builds and decor. Everything in Brick Life should be in survival, vice versa. Make use of sprays and banners for more customization in villages, bus stations, and flag markers. ADD poise with friendly NPCs. Similar to enemy bases, we need places to visit. More mythics. More magic. The runes are such a great addition, but it's lacking variety.
100%. Like every update should have a new rune that is tied into the update. Like Klombo. Like what? I think you're a great builder should sell your builds as a PDF file. Yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff being worked on. But I don't like I. All right, so I look at a Lego book and I see the Lego pieces, and then I see like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. But then when I put a video out, and here's a good example of a couple videos that just recently came out: Haskins, ATST, and my blaster door. And there's so many steps that if I was to just build it from beginning to end, it would, well, I could probably build it in an hour. I think Haskins got his down to 20 minutes, but he's built like 10 of them, so he knows the process. But the first time building, you know, looking at this paper and then looking at the piece, it's like, you know, what? It takes a minute for your, you know, it's kind of an art, building a Lego project like that. So, that's kind of why that we do those tutorials like that. But then you wrestle, because like Haskins' video is 40 minutes long. His boat, I think he spent like 2 weeks making his boat video. And it's just so much, you're wrestling with how much do I share here in the video for that 15 seconds, and times 10, now the video's a lot longer than it, you know, as a content creator, it's very difficult to do that kind of stuff. Hey, thank you, Mr. Omix. Well, we thought they were going to do that. We thought this update was going to, I think MapHug was saying, instead of mechanical mayhem, it was going to be like flying mayhem, and we'd get some new parts for flying vehicles and stuff like that. So,
Variety. More rare collectibles. Bigger village parameter. More max villagers / animals in a world. More NPCs around a world. Feels empty.
Yeah, so we actually had talked about custom POIs for villagers, that like you would have an actual POI where a villager would be, and you would look for that, you would try to discover that POI. So if you're looking for a certain villager, you know, you'd have like fish sticks, frozen fish sticks by a fishing village in the Frostlands, and you would see that POI. It would be like interactive, and then you might have to do a quest to earn the ability to bring them back to your village. I mean, the world does feel empty, except they have these broken down buildings everywhere. So I feel like they could remove some of those and put some of that stuff, more villagers there, make that more of an experience, and being able to collect all the villagers in a world would be really nice. You know, I think there's like 65 villagers, and you can collect 55 of them. But then you get no animals at that point. So, or no. I take that back. You can get animals. On the other end. That's right. You get 3. Never mind. I said that wrong. So the animal count and the villager count's different, but it would be nice if you had that. If you had quests and stuff like that in the game for that. The island's too big. Cut it in half. All right. Let's go ahead and continue.
Empty. Better villager, NPC interactions and jobs. More vehicle pieces. The vehicle pieces feel alpha and basic. More build categories /search /filters. Being able to search keywords would be great. More toys. Toys are so...
Yes. Red. I think we had this conversation. Blue. Green. You know, and why is everything castle look? Why is everything that gray look? You know, the Lion's Night, this First Order, the Halloween sets, It's like, give us the Fortnite festival pieces were amazing. The colors in that set were incredible. Like, give us some more of that. We don't have those pieces. Like, you have to like get real creative to use those. But those colors, even just basic, your basic color pattern in solid pieces and walls would be nice. And you could use those and interchange them in your builds to add color and depth. Yeah, but then again, like, how does this all affect lag? Bus stations seem to affect lag. Like I don't know. I know we had some menu issues, so that again, it'd be nice to get a little communication there.
So fun. Public worlds allowing visitors that can't build or break pieces. Churro the cat, Catface. LEGO Battle Royale would be huge. A replay mode or some way to film. This is what I have off the top of my head. BlowX Blue Heart.
All right, let's go ahead and hit that up button there. All right, so the drama on this thread incoming is going to be good. The community is fed up right now. Oh, Miss Dub Zeppelin. What? Okay, we're gonna read this comment.
16. Few things. Fixing the yeet glitch while we are sitting in the driver's seat of our vehicles is paramount.
The yeet glitch.
That should have been fixed a long time
I love
ago.
it.
Please and thank you for your consideration. Again and again on this one, LOL. Folded hands, light skin tone. Bring back the old options for the crafting benches. You had promised that a long while ago, and we have been patiently waiting for that promise to be fulfilled. Possibly throw in some new options to sweeten the deal? Smirking face, please, and thank you for your consideration. Folded hands, light skin tone. Increase complexity limits, yet again. I know it is always on the list for the avid LEGO FN players. We would truly appreciate it if you could do that again for us. Please and thank you for your consideration again and again and again and again, LOL. Folded hands, light skin tone. Make the rainbow butterfly lead to the elusive encounter recipes as well. There are otherwise no other indicators that you are nearby one of the encounter recipes, so the butterfly could give additional help to players to find them much faster. Please and thank you for your consideration. Folded hands, light skin tone. Allow processed materials to be put into the recycler. For instance, let's say I want to turn some of my granite slabs back into some raw granite. Can I please just stick in the recycler? Please and thank you for your consideration. Folded hands, light skin tone. Allow us to rename and/or reorder the listing of our bus stops in the menu. It would be fantastic if we were able to do both of those things. But at the very least, a way to reorder them would be wonderful. Please and thank you for your consideration. Folded hands, light skin tone. List the owner of the world in the shared worlds menu. It is impossible to tell whose world is whose until upon completely entering the world, and that is just annoying. Please and thank you for your consideration. Folded hands, light skin tone. Add a way to show exactly how long you have survived in the expert world.
Oh, yes.
In real time as you are playing, and
Oh
not
my
just at the
gosh.
end.
Yes,
Please and
please.
thank you for your consideration.
That would be
Folded
such
hands,
a
light skin
W.
tone. Allow the option for lock to grid building and also the option for building on free swivel angles without having to use the actual swivel. I would also be great to be able to place pieces that are not on the regular grid onto pieces that are on the regular locked grid, also known as objects not aligned. That can go away. Every builder would love you for it. Please and thank you for your consideration.
I think we talked
Folded
about that
hands, light
earlier.
skin tone. Add amethyst as the next gem. How incredible would purple weapons
Hey,
be?
thank you so much,
It's
Ultra.
just the next best thing, honestly. Please and thank you for your consideration. Folded hands, light skin tone. P.S. A much easier way to move one of my existing villagers to another village would be
Yeah.
great. Absolutely great.
Yeah.
Also give us a way to make our own build
Yeah.
blueprints and save them.
Yes.
Thanks so much. Truly thank you for opening up this thread for us LEGO FN players. as well as the Brick Life crowd. I know as Odyssey players, we feel like we are taking a back burner the Brick Life, but please, 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 use this thread to do some big things for the diehards who are sticking it out. Thanks again. Sincerely, Dub Zeppelin. Upvote.
Ah!
15. Downvote. Reply.
All right. Okay, so let me check this here real quick. I think that was really good. I just want to say, Dub Zeppelin, you are so nice and polite. Okay, so again, I just had to play that last one there because, yeah, they're a big part of the community. Thank you so much, Filters and Categories. Thank you, Ultra, for the $2 gifted. I do appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. I do. So let's just want to show this last thing and to kind of show you guys why I feel like things kind of why the lack of communication and what we experienced at the beginning of the game, and then why it felt like the long pauses became very difficult for players to be like, what is going on? So we got bounce pads, we got this huge update, right? 28.10, and then the next update, 28.20, we get these new weapons, these new daggers, and you'll notice the date was like a couple weeks, right? Let me just double check that, make sure. Yeah, January, end of January, couple weeks into February. Oh wait, no, I skipped one. Sorry, hold on. And then another one in February. We got fishing. Okay, bounce pad toys, upgraded, new weapons, fishing, all within a month. 3 medium size, and you could argue the fishing was a large size update to the game. Bam, like whoa. And then as time went on, you'll notice Mechanical Mayhem. Let's look at this. March, January, February, March, end of March, like a month later, bam, best update ever. Okay, and then let's see, what was that? April. Let's see, March, April, a month later, 1 month later, we get animals updated, food, all that stuff. I'm not really going to go into all the updates, but it was a nice, nice size update. So far, over like a 2-month period, we've gotten 5 updates, or maybe a 3-month period, 5 updates. And then this one, oh my gosh, the best update of all, the Star Wars update. It was like, whoa, that is so cool. And then, yeah, I'm just double checking those dates. And that's what we were kind of used to. We were like, oh, we're getting these like really cool updates that are coming out pretty regularly, like almost like every other week. June, we got what did we get here? Cozy mode and survival mode. Oh, okay, yeah. So this we got wait, did we get expert? Yeah, expert mode. We got expert mode. That was, let's see, May 2nd, June 12th. 5 weeks later. 5 weeks later, we're getting all this new, like, stuff introduced. Now, maybe they had all this stuff locked and loaded at the beginning, and that, again, it would be a great communication of, was this your plan from the get-go, and now you've reached the Storm King, and now it's, we're basically just going to get a couple build kits, maybe the game gets optimized a little bit. Is that done? Because now we got our new rapid survival mode. So here, hold on a second. Let me look here. May, June, June, July, August. Okay, now now the updates are getting about 2 months out. We got bus stations. I mean, there's a lot of updates we were getting. We were getting all these like updates every, like it was good. And then we got, let's see, August, September got Lost Isles. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait a minute. No. Lost Isles. Are these dates right? August. I feel like Lost Isles was... Oh! May, June, July, August. So was this the 2 month? No, that was the 2 months. I was thinking this was the release for these, right? August. Hopefully they're not seeing it. Anyway, so we basically got into this like drought time, this drought period. September, October, November, December. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we, like right before the Lost Isles update, everybody was getting really nervous. I mean, we were getting like an update, bam, 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 and then all of a sudden there was a stretch, and everybody was like, "Oh, what's happening?" But then they did that big, giant Lego Klombo release. It had that really cool live stream. Carol was doing a interaction with the community that was awesome. They were giving a giveaway. Joker's Play won an Xbox. That was a fun time. I was looking forward to every stream of jumping in with the community, getting to hang out with you guys, getting to chat in the talk in the even though they had slow mode on, which was like really upsetting me because I would miss saying hi to people. So that was kind of a bummer. And but I feel like that's what we were used to. These update, and then ooh, and then oh, and then whoa, what's happening? Recycler. So So anyways, has me yeah, they have tons of like we have that secret thing in the secret decor items that looks like Indiana Jones. And it's like, ooh, is this our next update? Like when is that? Are we getting next? We don't know. I mean, Haskins did a whole video on villagers talking about a sea biome. Maybe we get that in a month. Maybe we get that at summertime. Maybe when school releases. Hoping. What would be really good is if they came out, communicated what was coming up with some teasers, maybe some clip art, something like that. Start working up that into the community, and then release when schools are officially out. I don't know if UK has summer vacations the same way that the United States has, but most of the kids have 2 to 3 months. Unless, well, maybe a little less than that if they're on year-round schooling. But there's usually a time during the year where all kids are at home out of school. And you set that release date for that time period. And you just, bam, just work that up. Get everyone excited. And then you got kids just, coming in and playing that game for a month. Doing that update. Maybe even all the other stuff that they haven't had to that point. Anyways, I don't know. They front-loaded the game and they expect us to be happy. LOL. I know, July to September in UK. Honestly, some of these updates got delayed as they tried to figure out how to fix everything, and then they just decided to keep releasing because they couldn't fix it. All good, valid points. All very good, valid points. And I have no clue. I have no clue. But, I hope you guys enjoyed today. I really do. I hope this is beneficial. I hope this is helpful. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed today. Big thank you to everyone who took time to post over on the Reddit. Love that. Love the ability to do that. I know today's stream's a little bit different. No gameplay, but I felt like it needed to be. I felt like I needed to have this stream. I feel like I don't know. I just, after some of the conversations and some of the stuff, I think it could be a really good thing for the community. And I think the very first thing that they could do tomorrow is figure out how to communicate better with the community. The second thing I think they could, start making some of those other changes that aren't necessarily new updates, but like decreasing the world size. If that would increase the stability and the build size. It seems like that was a pretty common thread through everything. Seat glitches that's been fixed 4 times. It's like, don't say it's fixed. We're trying to fix it. It's not fixed. I've read that 3 times in update notes that it's been fixed. It's not fixed. So with that all being said, guys, be sure to check out Kaz's build competition right now. Go enter in that. That's a pretty cool event going on. Be sure to join the Craftopia Discord server also and show us your builds over there. Those are so encouraging and so much fun to look at, and we have a great community. Be sure to read the rules when you come in, because we try to keep everything in the designated location so people can find what they're looking for quickly and not be bothered with areas that they're not interested in. And I think today is Friday. I think Haskins and Legion will be streaming later on today. I haven't looked to confirm, but they normally do. Legion will usually stream here in a couple hours, and then Haskins will stream after that. So check them out. I'm not sure. I think not sure who's streaming this weekend. But we have a great community. We have a place to post videos. You can literally go there and see 100 different content creators in the LEGO Fortnite space, and members sharing their content. And you can go find amazing builds and amazing builders and just amazing people overall. So with that all being said, thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of this. And I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments down below. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and raid out over on Twitch. And as always, guys, Money Girl, welcome in. As always, may the bricks snap in your favor. And until next time, bye. And if you're still here and you want to hang out, we're going to raid out over on Twitch. And yeah.